Hello, good morning, good afternoon to the world. Can you hear me? Can you probably see me on YouTube? I have to switch on the camera. Now you should also be able to see me on the YouTube channel. So how is everyone? Are you fine? Everything okay? Is it also so hot? Well, we have now 28 degrees here in Germany on our island and everyday sunshine. It's very nice and beautiful weather right now. Hello Florian, hello Kim, hello Aloy Santa, hello Raphael. Guten Morgen, yeah. So then let's start for our weekly order flow show with Robert Rosa. That's me. Who doesn't know me yet? Maybe you can also write here in the chat if you don't know me yet. I started trading at the age of 13. That was 1995, round about that time. With 17, I actually co-founded my first investment firm with two partners who were actually also my trading mentees. They taught me private equity, hedge fund management, and how to trade managed accounts and everything that belongs into that investment business. A couple years later, I sold my shares of that firm and I went in 2004 to China, where I set up my second investment company with a Chinese partner together. And well, it became very successful. Probably one of the best years was the subprime crisis 2008. And I managed over $100 million. And during that subprime crisis, my best trading day was with $800,000, making profit by actually Forex exchange trading. That was a very great, yeah, and interesting time. Well, but if you're very successful in China, look at Jack Ma and other famous business people, you get trouble. And in May 2011, I was detained in China, in Shenzhen. I had my office. Well, and this journey took another 7 years and 7 months, from 3.5 years in detention center to another 4 years in a Chinese prison in Dongguan. In December 2018, I was released, and well, the first year after my release, I wrote a book. You can see it on the top right. It's called Drachenjahre in German, or Dragon Years in China in English. Unfortunately, it's not available yet in English, but we are working on a translation. And currently, I am running two trading communities, one in German language and one in English. Mostly we're focusing on the English version, and we're focusing on basically trading prop firm money, and well, we are getting quickly funded and also receiving our payouts. I just received my last payouts two days ago from Apex. You can also find more information on lit.robertrosa.com. We have a very cool, I would say, trading community where we basically every day meet and discuss trading opportunities and the changes that the market's actually providing us right now. Now we are coming to the general disclosure. All Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice, no recommendations. Trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So you should know what you're doing. Never blame someone else. And another interesting event from Bookmap with Axia Futures will start soon in 1 hour. I can also post the link here. I suggest that you probably join it and have a look into that event on Discord. And actually also Axia Futures has a very nice YouTube channel. I watched many of their videos. They are giving very good trading advice and trading knowledge. So basically highly recommended. They are old players in that industry. I would say I know them since many, many years, and they're delivering really valuable information and content about trading. So now let's have a look at the market situation right now. Hi Miko Gator, nice to see you here. And of course, do not forget to press the like button here. Let's have a look at the overall situation. I mean, the first thing that we always have to do is checking out the news. Is there anything important going on today on the calendar? Some 3-star news. 2:30 or 8:30 Eastern time, we had durable goods. Basically no surprises here. Are there any other news? Pending home sales at 4 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern time. We should have a look at this. Probably we could expect some small movements during that time period. And well, I have to reload. I just started Bookmap because I have to reload my historical data for the ES. I take a second to set up everything. Actually, I just turned on the computer. Now we really can see here I'm living on that island and we have a lot of friends here. It's summertime, many visitors. And well, tomorrow I'm going to Dortmund, to my hometown, and there is on Saturday Germany is playing against Denmark. I got VIP ticket for that game. That will be incredible. So it will be a very busy weekend. So if you have any special questions, feel free to simply post them here in Bookmap or Discord so that we can actually deep dive into your questions. So now, that's really a great tool, the historical data now. And did we see these green lines? These were support and resistant lines from yesterday's trading. Basically, so we had a very boring range day. And we can see these lines are still valid for today. Now, the first thing I want to do is to actually configure add-ons to adjust the anchored, the VWAP. And well, this one we're going to delete, create VWAP. And I want to start this at the beginning of the trading day. This is midnight Central European time. It's in yellow. The bands, so that's very nice. We can also see how nicely these lines actually reacting from yesterday, still today. What I actually figured out, what is a change during the last couple of weeks, during pre-session time, we actually have more and more trendy days. Not like 1 month ago, during the pre-session time, we always had a sideways movement. There was no volatility at all. But currently, the last couple of days, it changed that we basically have, during the pre-session, moves of 20 or 30 points. And during the regular trading hours, we had less volatility. That is very important if you start to trade, to recognize these sort of moves or this sort of ranges and trends, because it's essential for stop loss and take profit setting. So this is now loaded, very good. Still will delete these lines, otherwise it's getting too confusing. Clear drawings. What we can see here, most importantly, actually these are the news here. We can see there was no big movement at 2:30. What can we basically figure out here? We see a very nice touch back to the VWAP. These are very nice trading ideas. We can see the market is moving away from the VWAP, coming back, basically touching the VWAP, and the trend is continuing. These are very nice opportunities. The market opening, if we review this, we saw this downtrend basically near this liquidity level. This would also be a nice short opportunity, but we can see here at this VWAP range how How many ticks did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be very tight to probably break even trade here. And then again, these, if we go away from the VWAP, we basically break through, then, well, would I trade in this range? No. And the question is very simple to answer, because the VWAP is basically in a sideways move. I want to see that the market is basically in a trend situation to trade the VWAP. Here in this area, we can see that we are in a range. Also, the time of the day is very very typical for ranging situations. But in this way, if you have something like this, you can basically trade the standard deviations as a range. But also here, the market did not even reach the standard deviations. Just at around European market opening 8 o'clock. But then you also have to be careful during that time when the London and European markets are opening, because we always have to expect sort of shortly before or after that we have a trend development, because many orders are coming into the market and the market has to find its direction, and so you have to be careful in that during that time period. Hello demo trader, hello DB, nice to see you here. Wouldn't be surprised if this was the high. Slowing trend days, reversal journey. Yeah, probably. We go here. Let's have a look at the bigger topic, big picture. On we have 15-minute chart. We can see we are basically overall still in this sort of trading range, as we can see. This is a low. This is a high. We can actually add these highs here. So this is the range. Maybe the next target is in this area, 53 to 60. The market might go up here, and then coming back into this zone. This is what we are anticipating right now and what I'm basically considering trading. Just right now we are in the middle of that range. Yeah, this is always, I would say, tricky to trade. Also use a volume profile to extend it from this side to this side, and we can see that we have a high volume node here, very nice as a resistance point. Here, this zone, actually this should be probably the next target, the 48, yeah. And then we have the point of control here, and then, well, the low volume area here, this little node. So these are basically the interesting points for today. So looking for short opportunities at 48 to 50. Long opportunities here at around 15. Could maybe add an anchored VWAP here at the bottom for short-term trades. We can see this VWAP was respected a couple times, 50-minute chart, 1, 2. So here support level at 34. We go a little bit shorter time frame, say 1-minute chart. This was the 27th from midnight. Actually, here we can also add a VWAP in Bookmap later, but we can see this VWAP was nicely respected. 1, 2, 3. And now we can see a nice support level at 34 in this area. Let's have a look back to Bookmap. We can add an anchored VWAP here. This is the low that we saw also on the chart. Create anchored VWAP here. Okay, now we have the VWAP, this line. Very nice. We can see support here, and again, it's coming close to the day VWAP here. That's a nice support zone at 33 to 34. How do you identify the zones? With options, gamma, data? No, Max. These zones are basically simply high and lows. Yeah, and use your imagination to identify a range. Yeah, and then use a volume profile to define high volume nodes and low volume nodes and the point of control. And then you can easily draw support and resistance zones. Some traders using options data, we also used that, but right now the impact for me is not currently not that important. Yeah, because most of the support and resistance zones are actually similar to option levels. Yeah, but here, well, I do not need to have any more information, just simply detect the highs, the lows, and on a 15-minute chart here, point of control, higher volume node is probably, these are basically zones that we can define as support and resistance levels. And if I define this zone, let's say the 49, I'm going back to Bookmap and I look, okay, what do we have at 49? We have liquidity at 45 here in this area and at 50. So then we can actually get precise information of where the liquidity is. And then we can define probably that the market might go to 49 or 50. And we could look for reversal opportunities here. Again, we can see an iceberg order coming up here at, so someone wants to actually buy limit iceberg order, not fully executed yet. I always like to get this into context. If we can scroll in, I really love this. Going deeper, we want to see here at this level, the order was detected. At 38.75, we had orders transmitted and still not fully executed. This is why we still seeing this blue line. And probably many cases we can assume that either the market will come back to this iceberg order and acting as a support zone. This is not something what I would trade right now, but I just want to put this into context to actually see if we could expect a trend reverse or actually expecting higher prices. If the order would be fulfilled, then we would see an E is fully executed, but we do not have that yet. Yeah, if you have questions, feel free. Yeah, otherwise do not forget to like this like the YouTube channel. Only 9 likes. This is not enough yet, so you still have to press the button. Otherwise, we are waiting for a market opening. To make any trade now just before market opening, I simply would not suggest it. We just wait, because the market is sometimes unpredictable during these times. When exchanges are opening, all the orders are on the desk of the traders, and then they have to execute them at certain price levels. This is why we see momentum during the first 30 minutes of the day. How can I see if liquidity reacts as a support or gets eaten up? Well, basically we cannot know this for sure. Simply, if you think about that 50% of the time is getting eaten up and 50% of the time it's being as a support or resistance zone, then simply get a reward to risk ratio from 2 to 1. Let's say you only have a stop loss of 5 ticks and a take profit of 10 ticks, then you're already making money. Yeah, so just sometimes just trade and think about the mathematics behind your trading. And just assume that you have a 50% win rate, then you're already on the right side of the day. But basically, we can say react as what? Yeah, you have to get deeper into that knowledge. How do you want to trade? What is your take profit? Do you want to take like 5 ticks or 10 ticks out of that trade, or 10 points? It is a huge difference of your of the outcome of your trades. And the definition of support and resistance is also very well, can be a very big range of definition. For me, support sometimes means if I can take like 8 ticks out of the market, I'm happy. Then this was a support for me. For others, 8 ticks is nothing. They would not even enter trade for that. I'm a very short-term trader in this area. I do not like to take like 6, 7, or 8 points out of a trade. It simply takes too long time for me, and I do not like to have this certain emotional pressure. I want to get in fast and I want to get out fast. That's it. More like a sniper, waiting for my chance, taking my 8, 9, 10 ticks, and I'm gone. And then these zones can be traded very well. That's also things that you have to define first before we speak about support and resistance zones. What is your take profit? What is your target of a trade? But, well, basically, I would say if we are in a trending market, liquidity mostly is eaten up. And if we're in a sideways market, liquidity is being a support and resistance zone. And also time of the day. Yeah. Are you trading pre-session? Are you trading regular trading hours? Are you trading regular trading hours at market opening or at market close, or it's during midday? These are all questions that you have to put into consideration to get an understanding of support and resistance zones. For example, if we trade during noontime, Eastern time, when there is lunch, most likely you are in a sideways market, and then support and liquidity becomes support and resistance zones, that the market is basically fluctuating between these zones. But if we look at market opening, probably we have stronger moves, more volatility, and then sometimes it's getting eaten up because people need that liquidity to fulfill their orders. Well, Max, we never know. We are only gamblers. We are gambling to know, or speculators. That is the first thing that we have to get in our mind. I never know. If I would know one thing, well, that is that I don't know anything. We cannot predict the future. We can only assume and make a plan of what might happen. And then I can define my risk and my reward because of stop loss and take profit. And then I can mathematically influence my assumptions. And then I can become profitable. You're welcome. If I would say I know, I would be a liar. Nobody, and anyone who says this is not a trader. We are speculators and speculating on our assumption. Still can see here the iceberg order. It's getting acting as a sort of support. It seems to be bigger. Market was touching here, here, and still not fully executed that yet. We also had iceberg orders here. They were executed here and here. Any questions here on Discord? Now the iceberg order here is was executed. No, cancelled. We can see here. C means cancelled, so they took out the order. Probably they are not. They took it here, cancelled, and probably placed a new one a little bit lower. Here at 60. Any chance you could give your thoughts on Tesla? Yes, definitely. Sure. You can have a look at Tesla. Loaded. Hey, John Wick. Yeah, everything is fine here. So let's have a look at a longer time frame for Tesla. Have a look at the daily chart. We can see here. Basically, we can see this falling highs, lower highs, yeah, not falling, lower highs. It's not that good, that sign. Basically, simply adding certain VWAPs here, here, here. Now we can already see that we have a huge resistance zone here at like $218. And it's not so easy. The other side, if we enter one, it's a low. We can also see that they're all coming together, the VWAPs here, this zone. 200, 201 USD. Let's go a little bit lower time frame. We can see that here are the highs, 30 minutes. Nice gap close here. Well, I would say this on the upper side here, this zone becomes very tricky around 210. Also here, $198. Point of control is here. High volume mode here. Here. $200 should be basically a resistance. Then let's have a look at Bookmap. What can we see? Tesla. Well, we still have to wait a couple minutes because there is no liquidity yet. Because no official market opening. Let's wait a couple more minutes and AF, and then we can get a better view on Tesla. But my first thought is the level at 198 or $200 is big resistance zone. I would look for short opportunities around 200 US dollar. On the other side, for long trades, 175, 180, this zone is a point of control. It's always a good support zone. John Wick, my favorite team? Well, of course, I'm German, so I must say Germany. And well, they are probably not playing that bad, but I will be this Saturday in stadium in Dortmund and watching the game live. I got VIP tickets. That is a very great way. Iceberg order still there. Well, in 1 minute we know more in a couple of seconds. And what exactly do you look now? If you look at the S&P 500, I mean, which liquidity or bubble or iceberg, and what are your thoughts? Well, right now I'm simply waiting for market opening, yeah. And let's say in a couple of seconds we get a clear picture of where liquidity is. And the big picture is simply we are in a range, in the ES, looking for short opportunities at around 550 and long opportunities basically at 515. Short-term trades might be interesting here at the VWAP range, 34, 33, this area. So now let's see if we can see any surprises here right now. And now we just wait, you know, there's nothing out of the ordinary right now. So the SPY doesn't show us any big liquidity surprises, nothing here. You like to take your trades from the extremes? Yes, basically you have to get an idea of the market situation. And extremes are always good turning points where I can expect a pullback and try to get my 8 or 10 ticks of profit. And well, that's what I do. I'm not the trader who wants to take like 10 points out of the market. That is far too long for me. I do not have the patience for that. I want to get quickly in and quickly out. And this way I'm more or less a scalper. If you define it like 8 ticks or 10 ticks, take profit and the deal is done for the day. And for this I have to understand where is a high probability that we can actually have these sort of pullbacks. And this is most likely at extreme levels, highs, lows, VWAP, anchored VWAP and standard deviations. Right now we do not see much surprises here. We see a lot of liquidity, a little more liquidity on the upside here, 46, 50. This is also something I already said it before right now, and that is actually changed from a couple weeks ago. During regular trading sessions, we have a low volatility. The market is not moving at all right now. But in the pre-session, we have moves of 20 or 30 points. Yeah? So now let's see if we can tackle up a little bit. Okay, let's have a look at Tesla. Where's Tesla again? Any surprises here? Also no. Moving sideways like the other markets. For Tesla right now, I would wait for levels around $200 to look for short opportunities. Also no movement here right now. It's simply in a range. Okay, now we're coming closer to our so interesting. This iceberg order still not filled here. Is it possible to find iceberg in a simple chart, Judge? Well, not really, because iceberg orders are tagged with an ID. Yeah, if you have market by order data from Rithmic, each order has a unique identification code. And this code basically we can read, and this is why we can detect iceberg orders. On a chart, you can only guess if a market is probably bouncing off at a certain price level couple times and not going through. We can assume that there is an iceberg order. but we cannot be sure. Dr. Raja, what's time frame? Well, the time frame, this is a tick chart here that I have, no? I can scroll in and scroll out. Actually, the time frame really doesn't matter for me. Only what matters is the price level. So if I look at a 50-minute chart or at a 1-minute chart, basically you see always the same. Now we can see that we are moving here to the upside. Now we are entering basically resistant zones. The market still can go up to 50s, 55, 57, 58. Still have room. You are welcome. The market is slowly working its way up. So this is something where I do not like to look for short opportunities because there's still a lot of strength behind it. And basically I think going slowly to the 550 here. And now the market still wants to move higher, higher, higher. Yeah, now the 50. 58, I think. We simply wait and see how long when the power is off. We see also more and more liquidity, buying powers coming in. They're still not finished yet. Market is being moved to the upside. See, what is this? See a lot of iceberg orders coming in here. I don't know if these are buying or selling. Okay, maybe can. Maybe we can anticipate a reversal here, and the way how I would do this is simply by adding an anchored VWAP at the high. And this would be basically the reference point. If we are trailing below this VWAP, basically, we can speak about a new, that we have actually reached the high. The market is not sure yet. What numbers do you mean? Do you mean the blue dots, the red dots and the blue? This one, the blue is iceberg orders and the red ones are stop orders. And this is basically the price level, and this is the buy limit orders, and the red ones the sell limit orders. Are the red dots stop market orders or stop limit? How can they know it's stop order? Well, every order has an ID, like I said before. Like an iceberg order has a special unique ID, identification number. The same thing is for stop orders. And these are stop market orders. If you get filled, if you're getting executed, it's always market, yeah. And then also these sort of order types have an unique identification number. You can also look at the CME group. I always suggest to actually read the rules and regulations of every exchange. Market by order, background, what are market by order data. You can see how it is described. You find all information there, all for free on the website of the exchange. From this Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They have a rule book, everything is described here. The only thing we have to do is to actually read it, yeah, and to study it. I mean, if I'm trading at an exchange, I want to know what are the rules and regulations, yeah, and the exchange is setting up the rules and regulations. And then I have to know them and to read them and to study them and to learn what is, how it works, how the game is working. Yeah, I even have, well, I'm a licensed trader. It's a European Energy Exchange in Leipzig. So I passed the test, and you have to study all these things. The rules, it's not about trading. It's simply about what are the laws and the rules, and how does the exchange work? What are you allowed to do, what can you not do, how the process is working, what is settlement, and all these things. All information are available. If you do not know them, basically it's you already have a disadvantage. You are competing against the smartest people and companies on this planet, and they have resources that are beyond our imagination. And this is your enemy, yeah. And they do not forgive. If you do not make your homework, well, it's your fault. Especially if you can get all the information for free online. So it's still here, we can see the market is not satiated yet and going above this VWAP, so taking out the high. So basically the market is still on the upside. Probably the next target then this zone here around 56 to 60. Well, Tesla went now up to fetch the liquidity here. Now you can press the like button if you are interested. Still have any more questions? We still have like 10-15 minutes to go, so feel free to ask anything. Now again, same game here. If we assume that we have this is now a turnaround, we enter the anchored VWAP here. And well, we could see we had a nice touch here, and this is now the new reference point. We want to trade a reversal. I am not going to enter short position here because then I have to put my stop loss a lot higher. But this is basically the same scenario like here, high, we're creating this vacuum, but here the market was not ready yet. Here, market makes this pullback, touch the VWAP, and then the selling is starting, which is basically done by algorithms, and this is the way how, well, I like to trade. Hero and Drakes, where can I learn to trade well? Basically, then simply you can for free join my trading community. Here we also have an event later, it's for free. You can get an entry point, yeah, of our trading philosophy. We have another event today at 6 p.m. Central European time, yeah. And then there I'm going to talk about, well, how am I trading? We had now 4 days in a row of teachings all for free. And then from there you can see how you want to continue. Yeah. How many trades are you doing in a day and how long are you trading? You said you only take 4 to 6 ticks. Well, I'm not doing so many trades, basically maybe 2 or 3 when I reach my profit goal for my funded accounts, and then I basically stop trading. And yeah, my take profit depends on the volatility, but right now it's around 8 to 10 ticks that I'm looking for. Welcome, Karen. You see, is this a very nice trade example? Market went back, touches VWAP, and the selling pressure is starting. If you're long term or trade a little bit longer time period, for me, basically I would be out of the trade already here. I do not trading this big move. But as long as the market stays below this red line, we are in a downtrend. Now it's getting speedy. And again, now probably the next goal is the lower range of the. You can see we touched above, yeah, upper range of the rotation. Now probably next target again in this area below. That's trading. And then it's moving very fast. Finally, the iceberg order was also filled from the market opening. What volume profile indicator are you using? Volume profile indicator, well, I'm simply using the normal volume profile, fixed range volume profile in TradingView, but it's not an indicator, you know, it's simply a volume profile. Fixed range volume profile. Then you simply take it, move it, and well, then you have the profile. Do you use economic calendar and read news or just order flow data? Well, I'm looking at the news, definitely. I want to know when there are news releases so that I am not trading during this time, that I'm out of the market. But for trading decisions and news, I have no impact for me. I'm only watching the order flow. But I want to know when news are being released, yeah, to be prepared. Then basically you should not be invested. Okay. And again, we can see the market touched the VWAP again. And probably the journey will continue. You're welcome, Brian. And this here is basically a fair price to continue the trend. Yeah? Market touched the VWAP again and making this pullback. Red and blue line, you mean this red one? This is an anchored VWAP from the high. This one also an anchored VWAP. This one is day VWAP. This is a VWAP from the low. And these blue lines, they are iceberg orders. When they are detected, we can see them until they're executed. Yeah, iceberg. These are the iceberg orders. You're welcome. This is the MBO data bundle from Bookmap. See. Well, maybe for the admins, if I try to look here at the MBO bundle, I cannot. Oh, now it's working. Okay. This is the MBO data bundle, and with this you get the stops and icebergs on chart. This is one that I'm using. And you need a Bookmap CME data or Rhythmic CME data. Yeah. Now again, next attempt here at the anchored VWAP. Now what we can do on the other side is entering a anchored VWAP at the bottom. We can see that this is now the new support zone. This one is broken, the downtrend is finished, and now the market is going back again. Are there any more questions from your side? Otherwise, if you enjoy this session, then press the like button. Well, then I would say it was very nice again with you. If there are no more questions, and if you like, we can see each other again in around 2 hours here on our day webinar event. It's the last day today, and the link I'm can put here again. And then I would say we see each other later, or next week, same time, same place here on Bookmap and Discord. So have a nice weekend, enjoy, and well, let's watch football. And if someone is in Dortmund, he can give me a message. I'm in Dortmund from tomorrow afternoon. Bye.